right, Attilio, who is the ideal agent for Team Lally and who might not be the right fit?
Well, if I were to describe to you what the ideal agent for Team Lally looks like, it would be like a combination between the four Beatles. And no, it's not the four Beatles. And yes, we want to have the Fab Four be on our team and writing hit songs, but it's that like that creativity, that fun. But to make it more tangible, I would break it down into three attributes. And we talk about this on our career night. In fact, I have a wrapped vehicle. And if you're in a helicopter, you could see it from the sky. These three big words are on the roof of my wrapped vehicle. It says humble, hungry, and smart. And I'll give you short definitions of what we mean by humble. Humble means like you're never going to say, "Oh, I know everything," and
You're willing to learn.
You're willing to learn.
Grow.
Yep.
Growth-minded.
Hungry means I give you a lead. And if I see you the next day, I say, how did you get a hold of that seller? And you say, oops, thanks for reminding me, you're not hungry. And then smart is not necessarily that you got a PhD from Harvard, graduated cum laude, top of your class. The smart we're talking about is the soft skills, the people skills, the people smarts, being able to connect with people and develop rapport. And I'm going to give you my number one playbook that I've been reading for the last 38 years for how to develop a great people skills. And it's the book called
How to Win Friends and Influence People
by
Dale Carnegie.
Bingo. All right. Adrian, what separates Team Lally from other teams or other brokerages agents might be considering?
Well, Team Lally is truly a team.
Yeah.
And we operate and we focus on those strengths. And with the agents, we want them to be focused on the things that agents do,
yes,
which is connecting, having those conversations, not necessarily on a lot of this administrative type work. So having the administrative support is key. Also the technology, we are constantly top grading the technology, our systems, our coaching.
Yeah.
There's just so much training that we have for our agents, not just like online, but even in person. So I think having those in-person meetings, trainings, connections, we have a cool, fun office space here in Kapolei that agents can come and work out of. We've really put a lot of thought and care into the design, into our little
work
office
environment. Yeah.
And agents love to come here and do their work and connect and, make money.
Yeah. In fact, our goal for every agent when you're starting on our team is to get you into an escrow
within 30 days.
Within 30 days. All right.
Yes. All right, Celia, how does Team Lally help agents grow their business faster than if they were on their own?
Here's the difference. We are a true team. Adrian said we are a true team. Like, no, not the other teams are like fake teams or like faux teams. No.
Everyone has their own lane that they're in.
Yeah. And what she means by that is like, two people are going, hey, you want to start a team? Yeah, I want to start a team. You want to be on a team? Okay, let's go. No, not that kind of team. That's more of like a partnership. Mm-hmm. So what we are as far as a team is concerned and how we accelerate the success plan for the agents is that, I said it earlier, number one, we want to get people into production within the first 30 days.
Yes.
So even before they join the team, in our hiring process, we have things or steps that they must complete that are part of their onboarding training program process so that when they come to our team and we sign the position agreement, right out of the gate, couple things. They've read the book called The One Thing, which helps them with some business acumen. Right out of the gate, in our hiring process, they've memorized the script on how to talk with buyers.
LP Mama.
LP Mama. What'd you call my mama? I called her LP. LP Mama. It's an acronym for our script. And then,
calls too. They exercise those call skills.
Before they join the team, they're like, I'm going to warm up and stuff before I get in the gym. We have them come in and make 50 phone calls because we brought people on the team and they're like sweating bullets and ready to have a coronary. And they're like, call reluctance is so much like they can't overcome it that literally this team or this industry is not a good fit. So we do that in the hiring process.
Mm-hmm. Set them up for success.
To accelerate their success once they come on the team. Adrian, what kind of support systems do agents get here that they wouldn't typically have elsewhere?
Oh, where do I begin?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we do have a couple of really great programs. And one of my favorite ones, it's called Co-Pilot.
Co-Pilot.
Yeah. So a seasoned agent will get to invite a newer agent to be part of the transaction to learn and earn. And this is part of that initiative of getting them involved in an escrow within the first 30 days. So they are part of every conversation, every meeting, every walkthrough. And so they are really learning and earning through like in that first 30 days. I think that, you can sit in a classroom and watch a video, but actually like doing like kinesthetically these different things that we do as agents, I think that really accelerates the learning curve and it builds confidence so that when they're ready to go do that on their own, it's like, oh, I've done this before.
I've been in this environment.
And it's not scary. Right. But they don't do it on their own right away. Like we have them paired up with different seasoned agents on the team for those first 3 transactions. So they're never alone. And even after those 3 transactions, they can still, circle back for help if it's a unique or a challenging type of deal that they don't feel confident with.
Yeah. A lack of help is never going to be a complaint when you're on Team Lally.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. So, Tilio, how do you help newer agents ramp up quickly and experienced agents scale their business?
Well, it's actually a symbiotic relationship between the new agents and the experienced agents, and you kind of talked about it already. It's our co-pilot program. Overall, underlying all of them, though, are the 10 multiple virtual assistants that we have, taking all the non-dollar productive activity off of their plates, helping them with all that busy work that's not really translating into a closed transaction and making money. So leverage through learning, leverage through administrative help. All of that is in place for the brand new agent as well as the experienced agent so that they can focus on.
Like once they reach a certain level of production, what do they get?
A brand new car. No, they don't get a brand new car. We hire them a virtual assistant that works for them personally to help them with all their needs.
Not just real estate needs though. Like what other things can this virtual assistant help them with?
Alicia, she'll call up Teresa and say, I need a facial. I'm feeling so stressed. Book me a facial. Give me a pedicure. Give me a manicure. And then she books it for them because we don't, and you sound like I'm being facetious and joking, but you don't realize how many of these personal appointments,
just takes
dentists,
up so much time.
Whatever,
you know, making calls or going on
flight arrangements.
Yeah, and your VA is doing all these other little tedious things.
Plus,
like for personal real estate.
When a seasoned agent is an interaction with the client and they're like ready to go, they're going to say, I'm going to have my personal assistant reach out to you, schedule you and get you on my calendar. Just that statement alone just exudes a tremendous amount of, I'm busy, I'm a professional, and a ton of credibility. All right, Adrian, what does success look like for an agent on Team Lally after the first year?
I love this because it's very exciting to watch our agents grow and become more confident and competent. So every agent's going to have different financial goals and bandwidth. And, on Team Lally, we like to see agents have completed at least 12 transactions. We do have some more ambitious newer agents that are like, hey, I'm going to do 2 a month. So likely they would, completed somewhere between 10 to 15 transactions and been involved in even more so through our cool pilot program. So really like having them feel confident and competent, and all the work that they've done in that first year is starting to show the fruition in that second year, right? Because a lot of times people are not ready to go right away, right? So in that second and third year, it's just continuing to build and compound all of this front loading that they've done.
Now you said fruition. Is that like getting a mango that can tell the future?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Atilio, how do coaching, accountability, and training play a role in the agent development here? Team Lally? I
think number one, they're critically important because in general brokerage, you have some kind of versions of that, but with and I would say it'd be like Miller Lite, but at Team Lally, we're giving you the full boat over here. And as we like to say, quoting John Cheplack, accountability is the highest form of love. And so what we do, for example, is we have this thing in the beginning of the year called Go to the Board, and you will say how many transactions you're committed to closing. And then you're going to say, what is the daily activities that are smart, measurable, that you are unattainable?
Smart goals. Yes.
Smart goals that you're going to do every day. And then what level of accountability would you like to be held at? And we use a range of accountability.
And then what will that do, though, for you personally? Like, what's your why?
You keep skipping to that fourth one.
But that's important.
What level of accountability would you like to be held to? And we put it in a range of hot peppers. So pepper X burns your face off, 3 million Scovilles, I think. Don't quote me on that. That level of accountability. We're up in your grill every day. And then there's like Tabasco sauce. That's just like, we're going to check in with you, but we're not going to be like, all up in your grill.
Nobody wants the Tabasco sauce.
Nobody wants
Everyone likes
You said like ketchup. Ketchup is like what? Ketchup is like, no, you're not doing anything. And then every time
That's someone who is not on our team.
every time you have an excuse of not doing something, we agree with you. Oh yeah, that's a great excuse. You don't need to do that. No, that's ketchup. We're not ketchup.
No, not
All right.
ketchup.
So, but yeah, so coaching, accountability, training. The number one complaint I want to hear from my agents: there's so much training, so much coaching.
We do get that
so much
complaint quite
accountability.
often. But our agents are getting results, and we are super excited to watch them grow.
And I'll leave you with that on that. Nobody loves accountability, but we love the results.
That's right.
And you ain't gonna get the results without accountability. All right, Adrian, what's one common mistake you see agents make before joining a team, and how does Team Lally solve that?
Okay, well, let's go back to our hiring process.
Yeah.
Right, because we're constantly interviewing people. And one of the steps in our hiring process is that we want these agents to go and interview other teams, other brokerages. We want to make sure that they feel like the grass is green under their feet.
Yes.
And not be feeling like, oh, did I make the right choice? So that is one mistake I see agents. They just don't really do the research to make sure that their goals and their culture is in alignment, with the team that they're joining. And so again, how we solve it is that is part of our hiring process.
We require you to go and interview other
go
brokerages.
check it out. Like, do your research.
Yeah.
And then make sure that it is a fit. I mean, we are researching the agent, making sure that they're going to be a good cultural fit. They need to do the same. Yeah.
In the interview process, I jokingly and not jokingly say, I'm the director of talking you out of joining our team. Mm-hmm. All right. So
this is the last one. This
okay.
is for you. Attilio, why do agents choose to stay with Team Lally instead of going solo once they are successful?
I'm going to say it again. It's tequila and karaoke. No, it's not tequila and karaoke. They stay here because they authentically know and genuinely know that we as their leadership are concerned with not only their success as an agent, but their personal growth. Mm-hmm. In fact, tactically what we do to help them with their personal growth, here on Oahu, there's an organization called PSI, Personal Self-Improvement Institute. It's been around for 50 years. Tony Robbins, a lot of his stuff comes from that. Oprah Winfrey, any of the motivational coaching, their principles have come from this program that started in the 70s. If you're an admin, W-2 staff member on our team, we will pay for you to go to the class, give you the time off, and have
some
you
of
go
our
to it.
long-term team members, we have paid to take them all the way through the
different levels of the leadership courses.
So we do invest in our team, like as they stay with us, like they're, again, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
We want to invest in them and watch them grow, not only, professionally, but also personally.
Yeah. So I think for them, it's just the support, the culture. When you're out there as a solo agent, man, it's lonely. It's like walking around in the winter.
And then here's the other thing too.
Yeah.
We talk about this.
Yeah.
It's like, Tilio and I, we are taking the risk. Like, no matter what, we have to write our check
for the overhead every month after month.
Like, we're not even going to mention that number. It's very large, a large amount that we are committed to paying. And it's not like, oh, we didn't have enough closings and we're going to the agents and telling them,
you got to contribute. No.
So the agents get to plug into our risk tolerance here where we're footing the bill, and the money that they keep from the commissions that they earn, like that is a true net where, they do share a piece of that commission, but we are reinvesting it to make sure that the business is constantly coming in. Like, they've got a lot of opportunities and a lot of different clients to connect with.
All right, and wrapping it up, we truly hope that this information is helpful for you to learn a little bit more about us and what we do and how we serve our clients and our agents. And hopefully it was you got something from this. Maybe you can take it and use it in your own business.
And come to the next career night, hawaiicareernight.com, or they can check out what?
Join teamlally.com.
Thanks and
aloha.